Guys, it's June the 6th, 2025, and I hope everybody's been having a wonderful day so far today. It has been a long day. I am so tired. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys know. One of the reasons I've had such a hard time keeping up with the comments and having late uploads and all that stuff is because we've been on vacation for the past week. We just got back home, and it's like 7 o'clock right now. We weren't supposed to come back until tomorrow, and I'll get into that here in just a minute. But like I said, we've been on vacation for the past week, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys what was going on with me. But the thing is that it's not just people that watch these videos that are all over the world. I actually do have people that live in my hometown that watch these videos as well, and the last thing I wanted to do was go, hey, and advertise the fact that I'm going to be out of town and my house is vacant for a whole week. It's just, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. So the way I saw it is that, I would talk about it at the end of the week. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, why is he filming in the van and filming in these parking garages and all these weird places? Well, that's why. Like I said, we've been on vacation. We left last Saturday morning, and we've been gone all this week. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, we were supposed to stay until tomorrow and then come back. But last night, about 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up in the middle of the night and was sick as a dog. I told you guys earlier this week that I was having some really bad stomach aches, and I don't know if this is, related to that or not. I'm going to be going to my doctor this week now that we're back in town. Just let them know what's been going on with me and find out, if there's something they need to do, maybe some blood work or something like that. But anyway, like I was saying, I woke up this morning about 1 a.m. and my stomach was hurting so bad. I mean, so bad. I almost told my wife to take me to the hospital in the middle of the night last night because my stomach was hurting so bad. But I didn't go. I just hung out and just waited it out. But we were supposed to go on a train ride this morning. We had already paid for the tickets and everything. It was the Great Smoky Mountain Express, I think is the name of it, Great Smoky Mountain Train Ride or something like that. Anyway, it's out of Bryson City, and we had bought the tickets for this earlier in the week. And then, of course, we got, we went ahead and got the air-conditioned cart and all that kind of stuff because it was getting kind of hot up there. And I didn't want to have my kids. It's like a 5-hour ride on that train. And I didn't want to have my kids on the train all day long with no AC. So, like I said, we went ahead and paid for the tickets. And this morning, like I said, I woke up, was really, really sick, and my wife was like, what's going on with you? And I told her, my stomach is just killing me. I ended up going into the bathroom, and I'm not going to give you guys the details, but it was pretty bad. My stomach was a wreck, and I think that I ate something bad, I think is what the case is. I think I had food poisoning, honestly. But it went on all night long, like every hour on the hour I'd wake up and then go in the bathroom, and I'd be in there for like half an hour. I'd go back and lay back down for a little bit and then wake back up. And then, I don't know, it was about 7 o'clock this morning. My wife's like, there's no way we're going to go do this train ride. And I was like, no, I'm not going to disappoint our kids. We are going. And right after that, I told my wife, I said, I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I do everything in my power not to throw up, because anytime that I have a burst of varices and, started having internal bleeding. So I was like really freaked out this morning. I felt like I was about to vomit, and I tried everything I could to hold it back. I was taking nausea medication, drinking ginger ale, eating mints. I mean, just everything that I know to do, cold rag on my head. I laid down in the bed and I tried and I fought as hard as I possibly could not to get sick. And at some point, I guess it was about 8 a.m., I ran into the bathroom and just got sick everywhere. Luckily, I didn't have any varices burst that I'm aware of right now. Nothing that I saw, but like I said, I ended up getting really sick this morning. Like very sick. I was so weak. It was bad, and we just said we got to go ahead and head back today. So my wife called the train people and said, hey, can we get our money back on this? And they're like, nope, sorry, can't get it back. But they said that we could reschedule. It just sucks, because we dropped all that money on it, and then we can't get it back. But it is what it is. We rescheduled for October, so we'll probably just go up for like a day and do the train and then be done with it and come back home. But like I said, the reason that I've been so behind on the comments and my videos have been uploading late is because I've had to use my cell data. We've been way up in the mountains. We were at a campground that had really good internet connection. We were at the KOA. But like I said, we were doing a bunch of traveling. We were up in Cherokee, North Carolina, Bryson City, and just some of those places that we went to. We went to the casino in Cherokee. And the funny thing is that the casino did not have great internet service. If you wanted to pay for it, it was $10 extra a day to get the super high-speed internet. And I was like, nope, I'm not paying $10 extra a day to get the high-speed internet. You would think that would already be included. So I actually had to use my cell phone data to upload all the videos. It was faster than their Wi-Fi at the casino. And just everywhere we went, except for the KOA. The KOA had great internet, but everywhere else didn't. So that's why the videos were uploading so late, because I had to use my cell data. And like I said, I've been on vacation. I didn't want to just not post videos because I was on vacation, like I said, but I was still spending a lot of time with my wife and my kids and trying to do the videos while we're on vacation and everything. It was really difficult, but I was able to do it. It's just keeping up with the comments, and some of those videos got a lot of views too, which was even harder to get to. And I didn't feel good a lot of the days that we were on vacation too. I ended up getting sick earlier in the week, and I just never started feeling better after that. I felt sick the rest of the week, and that's one of the reasons that we just decided to go ahead and leave this morning, because I had not felt good all week long. I had really bad stomach ache, stomach pain, and then after, I ended up getting sick last night out of both ends. We were like, all right, this is it. We just need to go ahead and go back home. So we just went ahead and came back today. We left this morning and headed back. Well, actually, it was like 12 o'clock when we left today and headed back because I felt so bad. I laid in the bed for quite some time. And I told my wife, we're not leaving until I feel good enough to get in the car, because I was super, super nauseous. And I just, getting up in those mountains and riding around on those curvy roads and everything, I just did not want to do that. But anyway, that's what's been going on with me. I didn't want to go on here and advertise the fact that I was going on vacation. And then, once again, here we are. We're leaving for a week. Our house is sitting here for somebody to come here and break into it or whatever like that. And I'm not saying that somebody would do that, but at the end of the day, it's still better to be safer than sorry. And I just wanted to make sure that we were safe. I just didn't want to talk about the fact that we were on vacation while we were on vacation. So that's it. We're back now. Everything should be good to go with the videos and the comments and everything now that I'm back home. Like I said, I've been on vacation with the family. We haven't done anything together since last summer. That was the last time that we had done anything together. And it was just really nice to be able to, get out in the mountains and spend the week with my family. Even though I wasn't feeling great most of the time we were there, it was still really nice just to, have a one-on-one time with my wife and my kids, and uninterrupted, no animals, no problems around the house, no water lines getting broken, no driveways getting washed out, and I need to get on the tractor and all that kind of stuff. It was just us, just spending time together, and it was really nice. We had a really nice time. Thank you so much, guys, for being so patient with me through all of this. I know that you guys take the time to comment and, like and watch the videos and all that stuff. And I hate when I can't get on there and respond to you guys. But, it's like either don't do the videos at all, and that way I don't have to worry about keeping up with the comments, or just do the videos. And I just had to be behind on the comments this week, and that's just the way it was. I just figured that it would be better to have the videos up for those that needed to watch them than not do them at all, because I couldn't keep up with the comments. I figured the comments weren't going to be that big of a deal as long as I was still getting the videos posted for you guys. But once again, that's it. I ended up getting really sick, and like I said, I think it was food poisoning. I ate something the other day that it just didn't agree with my stomach after I ate it, and I had the worst stomach ache for like 2 days. It never quite went away, but I just did everything in my power to like make it stop hurting and not hurt worse, and I was able to manage for the past couple days. I basically just didn't eat anything, but then last night it just hit me like a freight train, and I got really, really ill. I was actually very scared this morning because, here we are. We're up in Cherokee, North Carolina. We're 5 hours away from home. And here I am, I'm throwing up. And I haven't thrown up in a very long time. And when I do, it scares me so bad because I don't want to burst a varices and then start having internal bleeding again. And that's what's happened anytime I've thrown up. So here we are all the way up in Cherokee, 5 hours away, and I'm getting sick. And I'm like, why is it the one time I'm on vacation that I have to get sick? It's just the way the cookie crumbles, and everything's okay, though. I'm back home, and I'm actually feeling better now. I'm really tired, but like I said, I just haven't felt good all this week. So I slept the whole way home. My wife drove all the way back. I drove up there and drove the whole time we were up there. But today she had to drive. I just couldn't do it. And like I said, I got my blanket out and I slept the whole way home. I woke up here and there, to go to the bathroom, or we stopped at the gas station to get gas, and we stopped and got lunch, and I didn't eat, my kids did, but I woke up then. But the rest of the time I was asleep the whole way home. So I got caught up on some sleep that I missed out on last night, because like I said, I kept waking up all night long and having to go to the bathroom. But that's it. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what was going on, why I was so behind on the comments, why the videos were getting up so late and all that stuff. I just didn't want to come on here and advertise the fact that we were on vacation while we were gone. I just figured I'd wait until we got back home and then let you guys know what was going on with that. I do have some video I'll show you guys. Not today. I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to put together a video. I'm still really tired. I just want to go lay down. Like I said, it's after 7 o'clock right now, and I'm just done for the day. But I'll put some video up for you guys this weekend to show you guys what we got into. We had a really good time. Beautiful area up there. For any of you guys who've never been to Cherokee, North Carolina, it is an absolutely beautiful area. A lot of rivers coming through there, crystal clear water. Waterfalls all over the place. It's just a beautiful, beautiful area. We've been going up there for ever since my wife and I have been together, and I used to go up there when I was a kid. So I've been going there my whole entire life. It's just one of those places that I've been going to since I was a kid. I've fallen in love with it, and we just keep going back. It's like a second home to us. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And like I said, thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm so sorry that I got so behind. It wasn't on purpose. I'm not trying to leave anybody hanging. That was not the point at all. I just, like I said, I just figured it'd be more important for me to post the videos and just be behind on the comments, because like I said, I've just been on vacation with my family this whole time, and like I said, some of those videos got a lot of views. Like one of the videos had like 400 comments, and if I was sitting there trying to reply to all the comments, I wouldn't have been spending any time with the family. And like I said, and I didn't feel well. But I'm sorry, I don't mean to make excuses. There really is no excuse for it. I just wanted to let you guys know why, and just give you guys some context on why I've been so behind the past couple days and why things have been so wacky. But I'm back home now. I have high-speed internet here. The videos don't take that long for me to upload anymore now that I'm home, and this is our one vacation for the year, so that's about it for that. So the rest of the summer, everything's gonna be a-okay. The kids are home with me for the rest of the summer. I'm gonna be spending a bunch of time with them, but the videos will get up every single day on time, and I'll be keeping up with the comments every single day. So please continue to comment. Let me know where you're at in your sobriety. I love hearing y'all's stories. And I read a bunch of comments. I just could not reply to all of them. It's just what it was this past week, and I'm so sorry if you commented and I haven't gotten back to you yet. I'm going to try to catch up this weekend. I'm probably going to try to do a live this weekend too, and that'll give me an opportunity to go back and catch up on some of these comments, because I won't have a video that I'm having to do and go back and reply to the comments on that, so I can maybe go back and try to respond to some of those comments from earlier this week. So anyway, once again, I am so sorry, guys. Thank you so much for being patient with me, and thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here for today and go lay down. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here every single day. I really do appreciate it. And until tomorrow, I will see y'all then. Y'all have a great, sober Friday.